Hey Gemini, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. This is your September 2025 reading. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So thanks so much for being here and welcome to Virgo season. I do love Virgo energy. I need a lot of that energy. So enjoy this Virgo energy. It's sixth house energy, which focuses on health and healing, service to others, skill development, alternative medicine can come up. Virgo rules the digestive system, intestine, spleen, pancreas, and liver, and is ruled by Mercury. So the planet of logic and communication. All of these things, I bring this up because all of these things could come into focus this month. So we're going to ask the question, what is the overall energy this month for Gemini? What should you focus on, take action on, stop doing, and advice? All right, I'm hearing relax. Gemini, have you guys been a little nervous? I'm feeling some nervous energy, anxious energy. All right, Gemini. Okay, overall energy for September 2025 for the Geminis that are watching. Focus on this. Take action on this. Stop doing or pause. And advice. Let's see what we've got. So Gemini, oh man, so many people have gotten this card. Lots of changes coming in, not just for you, Gemini, but for almost everybody. This is crazy. Six of Swords energy. So swords are an air sign. You are an air sign, Gemini, in case you didn't know. Six of Swords. So I feel like for a lot of the other signs, the Six of Swords has came up and the message has been it's time for you to look at where things are out of alignment and move out of that energy. I feel like Gemini, for you, this is the overall energy of this month. I feel like you guys already know what that is. I feel like you guys have been looking at that. It's been a focus for you. So it could be that this month you're taking action on that. The Six of Swords is asking you to move away from a situation that is no longer serving you. Move out of difficult water into smoother water. You can see in this card, it looks like this lady is fleeing in the middle of the night. She has a child with her. She's also has a sword aimed out towards the shore. So almost kind of the energy of moving or running away from someone. So Six of Swords, a big focus here this month on making some changes, getting out of situations that aren't good for you. You know they're not good for you. It's not in alignment. And it could be that at one time it was in alignment, but you're not resonating with it anymore. So the energy of change, taking action, and this is, you making a decision and then following through on it. Could be maybe you want to go back to school, you want a different career, so you're working towards that. It could be something simple like you're really going to stay on a budget, you're watching your money, you're saving up for something, so you are being very mindful of how you're spending money. It could be all sorts of things, but the Six of Swords is moving forward. It's a new transition that's needed. It can be also relocating. So this could be actually physically moving to a new place. But I feel like you guys already have an idea of what this is. This isn't something new. It's something you've been thinking about, you've been pondering on. It feels like for a lot of you, you take action this month, which is nice. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse. This is focus on this. This needs help. This is a partnership. obviously it's in reverse, so that there's a need to focus on that. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It could be, this could also be a business partnership, but it's more likely going to be a relationship that's very close to you. So a close friendship, a partnership within a family. It can be a romantic partnership. It could be you wanting to partner with your, your guides and guardians. It could be wanting to be more in aligned with your soul's purpose. But there's a need to focus on that. A need to focus on whatever this is for you. Two of Cups talks about an emotional connection with someone else. So that's why I say it could be a business partnership, sure. If you have a lot, especially if it is your business, I could see how this would be maybe a little more prevalent. There's a lot of emotion here. There's connection, there's longevity. This is someone that's been in your life for a while. They mean something to you. It's an important person in your life. So this could also be a child or an adult child or a parent. It's that type of a relationship. There's going to be a need to focus on that, put more energy into that. Not that there's anything necessarily really wrong, but things have gotten a little out of balance. It's time to, focus on that a little bit. So whatever that is for you, that could be a lot of different things for different people. Take action. We've got the King of Wands. Interesting. King of Wands in reverse. This could be a person in your life, and I kind of feel like for you it is. This could be the other person in this situation. The King of Wands in reverse, this is going to be an abuse of power, bullying, someone that's really, bullheaded. They're not very flexible. Gemini, this could be you. If this is the attitude that you have, I feel like for some of you, this card is representing you. Especially if this is a romantic relationship or a partnership, are you the one that's kind of being a pain in the ass? This could be, this is the energy of being really inflexible. You're out, it's out of balance. So you're being asked to take a look at that if this is you. This could be the partner here, though. How can you compromise? How can you come together? Where can you find common ground? Could be another way of looking at this. But it's time to take action on this. So whether it's a person in your life, this could also be, a boss. It doesn't have to be tied to this Two of Cups. I just feel like for some of you, this is very much linked together. It's time to take a look at this power dynamic because it isn't healthy. This very much could be what you need to move away from. If it is a toxic relationship with a boss, it could be a toxic relationship with a friend. If it is that and it's not something that you can fix, it might be time to move away from that person. I hate to say cut them out of your life, but sometimes that is what you have to do. So, see if that is coming up for you. This is going to be a toxic, unhealthy relationship. Again, it's bullying, bullheaded, manipulating type of energy. And if you want to dive into this deeper, we can through a one-on-one. And I'll have a link below for that. So stop doing. King of Swords. Look at this. We've got two kings here, and they're both in reverse. I do think that this is going to be a toxic person for most of you, Gemini. This could be an unhealthy parent too. It could be that. It could be an adult child that this is now becoming a really unhealthy situation and you need to move away from. But King of Swords, for the Geminis, that if you are a Gemini and this isn't, and you're not the one that's being a toxic person, this King of Swords is representing you. This is an air sign. Two kings together don't usually work so well. They're going to butt heads. They're not going to get along. And both of these kings are in reverse. So they're not showing their best side. Their best aspects of themselves are not coming through. So, again, it's the energy of butting heads. So Gemini, the king of swords in reverse, it's abuse too. It can be a manipulation, needing control, wanting control, being very judgmental, not being rational, not being logical, being very cold, pulling your emotions back, not emotionally connecting with this person. I do feel like for a lot of Geminis watching this reading, this is regarding a romantic relationship. This isn't going to work, not without maybe some intervention, counseling. But what is your part in this relationship? How are you maybe manipulating energy, manipulating other people, shutting down communication, not being open to talk? This isn't going to work. It doesn't mean that the relationship won't work, but it's not going to work in the current energy that it's in. So some big changes need to come in, and it's up to you to decide how you want to move forward with that. Yeah, so Two of Cups, there's a focus on a relationship, a dynamic between at least two people. We have two kings here, which makes me think that this is going to be not a young child, an adult child, a parent, a romantic partnership. Kings are usually older people. I'm going to say more mature people, but usually people that are adults. What is the advice here, Gemini? Knight of Pentacles. I do like this. So steady growth is needed. Don't uproot everything. Don't change everything. Don't have an all or nothing type of attitude. The Knight of Pentacles is this is another person. This could be a counselor coming in too. This could be seeking out counsel from another party. But the overall energy of the Knight of Pentacles, it's slow, it's steady, it's patient. It's not rushing into anything. It is slow and steady work. And if this is a relationship that you are healing or that you are working on, especially if there was a betrayal here, it is going to take some time. It's going to take slow, steady work. You working on you, your partner working on them, and then also knowing when is the time that you move in another direction. But slow and steady, staying grounded, doing what needs to be done, taking care of yourself, anything that's within your control to better yourself, do that. Taking care of your health, eating well, doing what's best for you. So slow and steady progress. All right, Gemini. So again, like I mentioned before, if there is a particular situation, we can dive into it deeper in a one-on-one. If you are in the northern Utah area, I am having an in-person spirit session on September 13th. If you've ever attended any of my online spirit sessions, it's the same format. It's just in person. So that includes a meditation. I'll do a reading for each person in a group setting. It's a lot of fun. You can connect with people. It's nice to be in person. And I'll also have some crystals for sale as well. So, all right, Gemini, take great care of yourself. I'm sending a lot of love and blessings to your situation. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great September.